On today's show, the forecast for Aruba during hurricane season. Plus, in lifestyle, we discuss how obese people tend to have a bigger appetite, causing overweight people to eat more because they are overweight. And we take a look at what attendees of the Sea Turtle and Beachfront Lighting Summit learned. 15 on 15 starts right now. Thank you for joining us. I'm Yentl Lieuw. Hurricane season in the Caribbean has officially started. Due to Aruba's proximity, we aren't hit hard with storms or precipitation during this time. The forecast for this year's hurricane season is below average. However, we still need to be prepared. Hurricane season begins on June 1st and lasts until the 30th of November. The Meteorology Center is expecting a below-average hurricane season, meaning fewer storms than normal. However, meteorologists still advise everyone to be prepared. Reason being, if the island is hit with even one hurricane storm, the damage can account for what an entire hurricane season can do. Depending on El Niño and El Niña activity, the island's hurricane activity may vary as well. Furthermore, the island is currently going through a drought. Normally, Aruba sees precipitation between October to January. The forecast says within the foreseeable future there is a small chance for rain, which will of course be a serious issue for farmers if this dry weather continues. We will keep you updated as we continue. In other local news, drivers should be aware that the process in going about getting an automobile inspection has been changed. In order to get a sticker on your car window that says your vehicle is approved to be on the road, a checkup is required. The process for this has been changed for two reasons. One, to improve customer service, and the second, to improve the efficiency of the system. The new format entails drivers to personally go in and pay. Once the drivers pay, within a week they will receive an appointment. In the past, drivers would have to wait a few months. The checkup starts at 30 florins. It is illegal to drive on the roads without this sticker. If you do make the appointment, please be aware that if you don't show up, you will lose your money, so act accordingly. The Ritz-Carlton has teamed up with the government's Green School initiative to better educate children on the role they can play to contribute to the environment. The hotel launched its environmental and education curriculum on Tuesday. The Green School, together with the Ritz-Carlton, added a new curriculum to the initiative, which focuses on coral reef, water and energy conservation, as well as endangered species. The information presented to the children are specifically put together for the children in relation to their surroundings.
We have a broader curriculum available in all of our hotels around the world. We partner with local schools. But in fact, this environmental education curriculum, we developed specifically for the school children in Aruba. It was part of the celebration of us opening our new resort, and we collaborated with the Green School team. And we're just very proud of the curriculum. Obviously, Aruba is such a beautiful island with precious resources and just the beauty of nature around it. And we wanted to contribute to educating the young children on the important role that they play in protecting the ecosystem.
The information for the curriculum is made available for anyone who wants to educate the children on Aruba's environment. It is important for children to be aware that they can make a difference.
The education curriculum will be made available open source, so anybody can actually use the materials to teach to children. We'll be engaged with working with Green Schools to get the program out to youth. So the intention is today is just the launch, and that it will continue because we really do feel that it's so critical for young students to understand the role that they play in protecting the local environment.
The Ritz-Carlton could have executed their environment and education curriculum on their own, but they thought it would be more effective to collaborate with the government's Green School initiative.
We were also so excited to see the work that Green School Initiative is doing, and it made sense to collaborate that rather than try to do it on our own. So it's been a wonderful experience collaborating with the team there. They're incredibly passionate also about ensuring that young students are made aware of the role that they play in impacting the environment, and also making healthy choices around eating, etc. There's just so much that goes into it, and we're honoured to be able to play a role with that.
On that note, we will be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back from the break. Gaining weight may actually make you want to eat more. Hear me out. As if it wasn't bad enough to be putting on a few pounds, it turns out researchers are finding that it is incredibly difficult to sustain weight loss over time. Listen carefully. You probably assume that obese people got that way by eating too much, right? And they can just simply take in fewer calories and the pounds should just disappear. But according to a compelling new theory, this isn't so simple. A new study says being obese may actually increase appetite, causing overweight people to eat more precisely because they are overweight. The idea is that food doesn't just lead to weight gain, that weight gain may be driving people to overeat as well. The theory is that factors in the environment cause fat cells in our bodies to take in and store an excess of calories. And since that means not as many calories are available to power metabolism, the brain then tells the body to eat more and burn calories at a slower rate. Now, speaking of food, it turns out comfort food isn't so comforting after all. You know the drill. Boy breaks girl's heart, girl breaks out a huge tub of ice cream. A new university research suggests that chowing down on comfort foods may not help you recover any faster when you feel sad. So the question remains, why does it seem like having a heaping bowl of ice cream will make you feel so good? It may simply come down to the healing power of time. Think about it. In the 15 minutes you take to eat that bowl of ice cream, you are able to bounce back. During this time, you've allowed yourself the necessary time to distance yourself from the negative mood. Here is a surprising dating deal breaker. If you are wondering why your date from Friday night isn't calling you back, well, it could be because you weren't on board with his furry friend. If you are a pet owner, I think you would understand. A whopping 66% of single pet owners said they wouldn't date someone who didn't like pets. This is according to a recent survey by Match.com and PetSmart. The two companies surveyed over 1,000 pet-owning singles to uncover the truth about cats, dogs, and dating. It turns out your thoughts on furry friends are pretty damn important when it comes to dating a pet lover. Here is a different way to turn on your pet-loving crush. 59% of pet owners agree that adopting a pet is hotter than buying one. And get this, guys, 35% of women have been more attracted to someone because of their pet. We will be right back. Take a look to see what is coming up next. Sea turtles are part of Aruba's beaches. Generally, beachgoers respect the barricades that surrounds the turtle nests. In a sense, the community on the island as well as the tourists interact with the surrounding areas of the sea turtles, yet we know very little about them. A sea turtle and lighting summit was held on Tuesday at the Ritz-Carlton to bring awareness to how the island can build a friendlier home for the sea turtles. At the Ritz-Carlton's Sea Turtle and Beachfront Lighting Summit, they brought awareness to the man-made sea turtle threats.
Sea turtles have several threats in Aruba. So we have natural threats and artificial threats, so human threats. The human threats are something we can do something about. One of them is the main reason why we are here, which is the threat of light, artificial lighting, which is a big problem for sea turtles as it disorients sea turtles. And the other problem is, of course, pollution. So marine debris is washing up the shores, but also people leaving lots and lots of trash on the beaches. And turtles and all marine life in general, they don't see the difference between plastic and seaweed. So they end up eating the wrong stuff and it kills them.
Educating tourism stakeholders and policymakers is needed in order to better protect the sea turtles. At the summit, attendees were informed on how the lights on the beaches distracts sea turtles. Issues were brought forward to the table at the summit, while solutions were also revealed by experts.
Awareness is very important. If people don't know how to help, how can they help? How can you expect someone to help if he doesn't know how to help? So it's really important to bring the right information to the people. This summit is one of the ways we are bringing information to hotel staff members, government, about light and light problem and solutions as well. So not only that it is a problem, but also how can we solve that problem and what can we do to help.
The Ritz-Carlton is a hotel that built their infrastructure with the sea turtles in mind. Sietske, the marine biologist, says more hotels can make small adjustments that can contribute tremendously to the sea turtle's life. For instance, changing a light fixture or simply changing the light bulb would make huge impacts.
The main reason for this summit is that we hope that hotels see those solutions as an actual option. It's not that hard to make a few changes and adjust your lights in order to have a more turtle-friendly hotel. And it's small changes like asking all of your guests to shut the drapes so the light from your hotel room doesn't go out. It's very small changes and it's very, very feasible. And we ask all of the hotel managers that are present here today to implement those changes.
Tortuga Aruba asks that whenever you spot a sea turtle or its tracks, to give them a call at 592-9393. For any additional information that you may need on sea turtles, you can also dial that very same number. That is it for us today. Thanks for watching. We'll be back here on Thursday night starting at 7:15 p.m. for all the latest in lifestyle topics as well as on the island. So we will see you then right here on Channel 15 ATV.